when you walk into the property, as soon as you hit the foyer, whether it's a friend's house, FISBO or expired, it's always about what are you going to say right then and there. The objective is take control of the conversation. And the way to do that is you're going to ask a question. You're going to make a statement, ask a question, really set the stage. And as soon as people start to ask you a question like, or any question, do you sell in much in my area? And let's say you don't. You're toast if they say, what's your average sale price? And their house is 800 and yours is 300, your average, you're toast because people shut off so quickly and eliminate agents. They don't know they got eliminated, but they did. And so when you walk in the foyer, what are you going to say? And what are you going to ask? Is there something you're going to show? Now, this may seem trivial to you that I'm being picky, but there's too much at stake here. Is the check $10,000 to you? If you accomplish this goal and get that listing, and it's the little nuances that you can do. And again, I love the book Atomic Habits because it says just get better all the time. Don't wish for things to get better, wish that you get better. And is your performance literally in the foyer where you're interacting with somebody, where you're setting the stage? My hope is that you've practiced this 20 times. You might say that's too much for you. I'm just telling you how people I coach, it is the smallest things that create some of the biggest improvements. But when you do, 15 or 20 things better. So I want you to imagine right now you're walking in the foyer of a property. You've got some paperwork with you. You don't hand them your business card. Don't let them ask for your business card. It's same with networking. Don't go around the room handing out your business card. Let people ask for it. Then they're interested after you're talking with them. Same thing in the foyer. No, I'm Brian. Here's my card. No, let them ask. Then it shows some level of interest. Again, by giving it before they ask, you're actually missing an opportunity to see if they're leaning in. If they if they ask for it, they're leaning in a little bit because they said, I want to know more about who you are. So you're in the foyer and you're going to explain that, hey, I'm Brian, I'm in real estate. Again, I'm assuming you're seeing a FISBO or an expired. You're either a pop by or you had an appointment. Hey, we chatted on the phone, or hey, I'm Brian, excuse me, I'm in real estate, and um and I'm here today in order to and state what you're here for. Now, you might say, because I have a buyer, because I have an investor, because I work with Fox Financial Relocation, and on occasion they give me buyers, and I need to preview the properties before I ever see them to see if they're even a match. Or you're going to say, I work with these three loan officers, and they have a huge portfolio of buyers. And because that's all LOs do, right? All they ever do is pre-approve buyers. They really have, they do refinances and pre-approved buyers, and that's about it. So when you're in the foyer, what are you going to state to get their attention? And the so that's the talking part. And now you could show them something as well, that there are three properties for sale within a mile here of yours, and these are the ones I'm interested in. But with you being a buy owner or what have you, um, I was interested in possibly including that, but I wanted to see the property. Get the seller to go, this is interesting. And I mean it in that first 30 seconds, why am I there? And and then if you could show a CMA report, or what I call a velocity report, of three properties that you're interested in within about a mile of the subject property, that will validate a little bit why you're there. And you want to be able to ask the seller, hey, by the way, can you give me the grand tour, or can you give me that nickel tour of the property? And because sometimes they just say, take the tour. Well, you don't want them to do that. You want to take the tour with them. Why? You want to build rapport. Also, it's amazing what people will say when they're you're taking the tour with them. And that is, oh my gosh, you're the 87th realtor who called us. We're getting tired of this. We're thinking of just listing it. We're thinking of renting it. We're thinking of taking it off the market. Um, you, whatever it is, but they'll say more if you go on the tour with them. And for the most part, tour questions are much more housing questions. I'd like to see some of the age of some of the systems, water heater, air conditioner, furnace, ballpark, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, roof. Also, point out any capital improvements that you have done. I love this question too. Could you share with me, is there anything, if you stayed in the property for, let's say, another year or two, are there any particular projects you would do to the property if you stayed? What the seller ends up doing is pointing out the negatives of the property. And you want to be able to ask them questions where they're chatting. And so you can accomplish a lot in the foyer. And then you can restate some of this stuff while you're taking the tour. So in any case, I wanted to cover with you that they're judging you so fast right when you walk in. You probably have already gone through the video. What are you wearing? And I hope you went through that video, because every little tiny thing that you do wrong eliminates you. Every little thing that you do right increase the probability of your success. Thank you.